Have you ever felt guilty about something in your Christian walk, even though you couldn't find a single verse that actually condemned it? You love God, you want to honor Him, but there's this constant pressure, this quiet shame that makes you wonder if you're failing Him somehow. What if some of the guilt you carry isn't from God at all? Today we're going to talk about 5 things many Christians feel guilty about, but God never called sin. We'll uncover where that guilt really comes from, what Scripture actually says, and how to walk in the freedom God intends for you. By the end of this message, you'll be able to lay down false guilt and live with a clearer, lighter conscience before God. Number 1. Taking rest. Many believers feel guilty for resting. If they're not constantly serving, praying, reading, or producing, they feel lazy or unspiritual. But God Himself designed rest. Genesis 2:2 tells us God rested on the 7th day, not because He was tired, but because rest is holy. The enemy twists productivity into pressure and convinces you that rest equals disobedience. The solution is to see rest as obedience, not weakness. Jesus said in Mark 6:31, "Come with me by yourselves to a quiet place and get some rest." When you rest with God, you're trusting Him to sustain the world without your constant effort. Rest doesn't pull you away from God. It positions you to hear Him more clearly. Number 2. Saying no to people. Christians often feel guilty for setting boundaries. Saying no can feel unloving, selfish, or unchristlike. But Jesus Himself did not meet every demand placed on Him. In Luke 5:16, we see Him withdrawing from crowds to pray, even when people were looking for Him. The solution is learning godly boundaries. Saying no to people can be saying yes to God's direction for your life. You are not called to please everyone. You are called to obey God. Remember this: love without boundaries leads to burnout, not holiness. Number 3. Feeling sad, tired, or emotionally worn down. Many believers feel guilty for struggling emotionally, as if sadness or exhaustion means weak faith. But Scripture never teaches that faith eliminates human emotion. David cried out in the Psalms. Elijah asked God to take his life out of sheer exhaustion. Even Jesus wept. The solution is honesty with God. Psalm 62:8 says, "Pour out your hearts to Him, for God is our refuge." God invites your emotions. He's not threatened by them. Feeling weak doesn't mean you lack faith. It often means you're human and in need of God's strength. Number 4. Not being where you think you should be spiritually. Many Christians feel constant guilt for not praying enough, knowing enough Scripture, or being farther along in their walk. Comparison fuels this guilt. But God never measures you against someone else's journey.